Kwame, you lived in England, you lived in the UK.
I lived in North America too. I've been around.
There you go. Okay, we will go into Kwame's, the things that Kwame has, because we are talking to a poet, we're talking a writer and that. But I think I want us to look at one thing. Kwame, you talk about being muzzled, in those foreign countries, right? How much do you think plays a role on black mental health, black people struggling, to be able to access the services, the people who can actually be of help to them?
Well, it's funny because even though Jamaica has a harsh environment, which it is, the difference between Jamaica and other countries in terms of the West is that they have no understanding of what. Well, the structures are in such a way that it's almost like a throwback to when our ancestors were taken, because the structures have been created in such a way to ensure and enable that black men aren't supposed to be who they're supposed to be. In Jamaica, it's a different scenario, even though it's probably similar in terms of what the outcome is. But in those places, the structures are in place in such a way that a man still black men in particular, are targeted. They're suppressed, unoppressed, There'll be various things and elements within the system that ensure that he doesn't succeed. So, for example, I've had experiences where I remember when I left Jamaica, I went to England, and I ended up playing on a football team. I was on a football team, and when I started to get to know the guys, every single one of them had an interaction with police. So that meant every one of them had a police record. In Jamaica, that wasn't the case for me growing up. You understand? So I can't imagine that many other Jamaicans that would be also the same. Unless you're in a particular area and you're involved in a particular thing, you probably have interaction with police. But where I grew up, I didn't. You know what I mean? So, but whereas in the UK, it doesn't seem like the norm. You understand? So the structure that's in place, from that time when I went there, I said, damn, it's all the money never succeed.
In police record.
In that environment, you know what I mean? So it's set up sophisticated in such a way that it doesn't enable the black man to excel, and you have to have that self-belief within yourself in order to succeed, especially from the Caribbean.
Okay.
More so, than those from Africa. Because what I realized at that time is that those who came from Africa had a different focus and purpose, maybe because they didn't have the particular experiences of what Caribbean people had in regards to that entire what's called Mahafra journey in terms of Pan-Africanism, in terms of the Holocaust that took place. So and the colonialism that came out of it. So we were more impacted in that regard, and like I said, going into that environment and seeing the results of it really shocked me, and like I said, I saw the systems weren't at the time, and even now to a great extent, have been set up to enable our help black men. Because black men, like again, like Adrian said, it's a different format in outside of Jamaica where black men are seen as supposed to be strong, supposed to and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the system that is in place enables to ensure that he doesn't get to where he needs to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and this is exactly so. However, if you wish to hear further experiences of black people, but also the success stories, then definitely click on the subscribe button and join us as a family to celebrate black excellence.